Alright, what up guys, this is TriStar Pictures 82 back, and for this video I'm going to be showing off my Universal tapes. I got a couple of MCA home video ones right there, some MCA Universal home video tapes, and 3 MCA home entertainment tapes. And let me show them off right here. Okay, starting off with the 1983 tape of American Graffiti. Now, this is a 1973 George Lucas film released by Universal, and it's a pretty good movie. You know, teenagers in the early 1960s. But anyways, here's the tape, the sticker label, and the side label right there. And this tape opens up with the FBI warning screens, and this tape actually shows the 1980 MCA Video Cassette Inc. logo rather than the MCA Home Video logo. And then it goes off to the Universal logo, and then the Lucasfilm Ltd logo, and then the start of the film. But yeah, I've already posted a VHS opening of this tape, so if you guys are wondering, you know, if this tape really did have the 1980 MCA Video Cassette Inc. logo, you know, you can watch that VHS opening I did on this tape and you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, I'm gonna just put that tape right there. Alright, next up is the 1986 tape of The Jerk. This film came out in 1979 by Universal Pictures, and it's a pretty funny movie. It's got Steve Martin in it. And here's the tape label and the side label right there. Okay. Next up is the VHS tape of The Last Starfighter. This film came out in 1984 by Universal Pictures, and this film was co-released by Lorimar Motion Pictures, and the Lorimar logo actually appears right after the Universal logo. And yeah, but The Last Starfighter, it's a pretty good sci-fi film. And here's the tape label right here, and there we go. Okay, and next up, you guys already know about this one, and it's Back to the Future, released in 1985 by Universal Pictures. And this movie just recently celebrated its 25th anniversary last year. You know, there was a 25th anniversary Blu-ray box set, which I actually found out that some of the earlier copies of it, some people were having trouble taking the disc out of the box set because it was designed horrible, but they really released that box set with new disc inserts to make it easier. But yeah, anyways, here's the 1986 MCA home video release, and there's the tape label and the side label right there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and show off these other two tapes while I'm at it. You know, I have the entire Back to the Future trilogy on VHS, and since I've already covered the first tape, let's go on with the second one. Here is Back to the Future Part 2, released in 1989 by Universal Pictures. Here's the side and the back. Now, in the first Back to the Future film, you know, they go back in time to 1955, but in this movie takes place in the future, in the year 2015, which is pretty cool. You know, it's got some futuristic stuff in it and all that. And so here's the sticker label, and here's the side label right there. And lastly, here's Back to the Future Part 3, which came out in 1990 by Universal Pictures. And in this film, they go way back to 1885 during the old Western times. And so here's the tape label right here. And so, yep, that's my entire Back to the Future trilogy on VHS. Alright, now moving on. Here's the 1988 VHS copy of E.T. the Extraterrestrial. This is a Steven Spielberg film which came out in 1982 by Universal Pictures. And E.T. is a pretty good favorite of mine. I remember back in 2002 when I went to see the theatrical re-release of this film in theaters, and so yeah, it was pretty cool. You know, and I heard this film is coming out on Blu-ray next year for its 30th anniversary, so that's gonna be pretty sweet. And so yeah, there's the sticker label right there. And yes, and now this movie also spawned a horrible Atari game from the early 80s, which a lot of people blame that game for the video game crash of 1983. But other than that, the movie's good though. You know, just stay away from the Atari game. That's all I can say. Alright, next up we have here is the 1990 VHS of Parenthood, released in 1989 by Universal Pictures. And this is one of the last Universal films to use the MCA Home Video VHS label before switching over to MC Universal Home Video. But anyways, there's the tape label, and yeah. Alright, next up here is Arnold Schwarzenegger in Kindergarten Cop, released in 1990 by Universal Pictures. And this is one of the Universal films from 1990 to have the 75th anniversary logo, where, you know, it shows clips from previous Universal's logos and then goes to the 1990 Universal Pictures logo with the 75th anniversary above it. But yeah, Kindergarten Cop, it's a pretty good comedy film. You know, this dude teaching this kindergarten class, you know, with Arnold, you know, it has Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. Yep, it's pretty cool. There's the tape label, and yeah. Next one is 1994 Spike Lee film, Crooklyn. You know, this film is set in the 1970s in Brooklyn, New York. You know, and it's a pretty good Spike Lee film. You know, I mean, now this VHS cover is not in good condition at all. You know, and as for the tape label, I had to like replace it and put my own because the original tape label got torn off by the user that previously owned this tape. But yeah, what can you do? I mean, the tape plays alright though. Yep. And the next one I have here is the 1995 Universal film of Apollo 13, which has Tom Hanks in it. But yeah, Apollo 13, about these astronauts. It takes place in the year 1970, where these astronauts take a trip to the moon, and they ended up experiencing problems on their space shuttle, and they attempt to return back home to Earth. So yeah, it's a pretty good interesting film to watch. I recommend this movie. So here's the sticker label right there, and yeah. Next up here is the 1997 Jim Carrey film Liar Liar, released in 1997 by Universal Pictures, and it's a pretty funny movie. And this tape has an ink label instead of a sticker label right there. Alright, next up is the Flintstones in Viva Rock Vegas. This is the 1999 prequel to the 1994 film Flintstones, which had John Goodman in it. Well, this film's a prequel to that film, where the Flintstones, before they even get married, take a trip to Rock Vegas, which is basically a kind of a prehistoric style of Las Vegas. But yep, it's pretty good. I mean, it takes place before they became a family and all that stuff. So yeah. And the last Universal tape I have here is the 2001 film Jurassic Park 3. And this VHS cover is pretty cool. It's all silver, chrome, all that stuff. And Jurassic Park is a pretty good movie. I've seen the first one and this third one, but I haven't seen the second one though. But yeah, maybe I'll see it pretty soon. But yeah, here's the sticker label, and there you have it. That's my Universal VHS collection, and next I'll be doing my Paramount tapes, and I'll show off my original Star Wars Trilogy VHS tapes. Now, this is TriStar Pictures 82 signing off. Bye.